Ugh, that's kind of weird. I shouldn't do that. Welcome back for part 2 of the Valley Visionaries showcase video. When I was in the Valley, I talked to a lot of really interesting portfolio companies. Some of them I'm going to be able to talk about. Some of them are still in stealth, so I can't talk about them yet. But I'll keep you posted as to when I can talk about them, because there's some really cool stuff out there. And I'm just going to go alphabetical through this list. Yep. Papers. I'm going through these a little bit quick, but I'm going to put the URLs to these companies in the description so you can follow up a little bit more if you want. So the first company I'm going to talk about on the list is Blameless. So now if you are not familiar with SRE, go over to Google and download the 2 books that Google wrote about site reliability engineering. It's really important. If you are looking at going to the cloud, or you just want to improve the operations of your organization, SRE is a really important work towards that goal. So I would recommend taking a look at it. Even if you don't feel like you can implement everything, it's a really good piece of work to understand. It can influence a lot of the things that you do within your organization. So while we were in the Valley, Blameless was getting a lot of buzz. Everybody was talking about them, and I suspect it's because they're one of the few companies that's playing in the SRE space. So what Blameless does is they provide a framework for implementing an SRE process. So Blameless is an SRE platform that combines reliability operations, incident management, and interactive problem management to balance reliability and innovation. That's their tagline. So basically, this plugs into your DevOps process, into your workflow, and it helps you manage incidents and helps you track your service level objectives and keeps track of your error budgets. So the founders of Blameless are former MuleSoft folks. And the product works right now with Slack and Microsoft Teams, but there's going to be additional integrations coming up eventually. And it integrates with logging systems like Datadog and New Relic. One of the cool things that it has is it has an incident command system built in, an ICS, new buzzword. So when you are having an incident, you can type in a hashtag that will trigger the Blameless SRE incident resolution process, and that will spin up a Zoom channel, it'll spin up a separate Slack or Teams channel, and it'll facilitate the gathering of all the artifacts of the troubleshooting event and keep track of everything. But the thing that's really interesting about it that could be very useful to a lot of organizations, because they don't do enough of this, is that at the end of it, the workflow populates a root cause analysis and a post-mortem component, so you can follow up on incidents to get the most out of what you learned from the incident. This one, I believe, is still in stealth. I don't know if I can talk about them. Moving along. Next one on the list is Epsagon. So Epsagon provides complete monitoring for serverless applications. It automatically analyzes the serverless applications, provides analysis, and facilitates troubleshooting. And it falls into the observability world of APM tools and cloud security tools. It is agentless, which is a big plus for a lot of folks. It's an automated distributed tracing system. This can help you keep track of your serverless workloads, and it can be leveraged to manage unpredictable cloud costs. They're really strong with Lambda workloads. They've got a good base out there using this product already. It'll be interesting to see how they do in the market. So the next one I want to talk about is fiddler.ai. The pitch for fiddler.ai is they're unlocking the AI black box. So now one of the problems with artificial intelligence or AI is that they tend to be very opaque systems. So you put some training data in at the front end, you run a lot of algorithms, and you have your neural networks and all that. And then what comes out the other end may not give you the kind of answers that you were expecting to get. You might have biases in the data, there may be problems with the algorithm, but it's very hard to determine when it comes out the other side how it got there. When you look at Article 22 of the GDPR, there's requirements to say, like if somebody got denied for a loan, for example, you have to have the ability to go back and understand why that happened. So what Fiddler AI is doing is it's providing transparency into the AI process. So a lot of the guys from fiddler.ai came from Facebook, so you know they've had their challenges around this problem. One of the biggest challenges is really understanding the bias that's implicit in your data. By using this tool, you can gain a better understanding of the biases that are in your applications. So this video is getting a little bit longer than I had thought it was going to be, so I'm going to cut it here and I'll pick it up in part 3 shortly. I know you hear people say this on YouTube a lot, but it really helps if you do like and subscribe. So please, if you can, do that. And I will see you in part 3 coming up soon.